When someone humiliates you in front of everyone, do this. Have you ever felt invisible in a room full of people? You find yourself constantly seeking validation, yet never quite receiving the respect you deserve. This feeling of being overlooked, undervalued, and disrespected can be deeply painful, can't it? We all crave respect. It's a fundamental human need that affects our confidence, relationships, and overall well-being. Yet for many of us, commanding respect seems like an elusive skill that others were simply born with. If this resonates with you, if you're tired of being overlooked and ready to command the respect you deserve, you've come to the right place. Before we dive into these life-changing Stoic principles, please take a moment to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss our practical wisdom. If you find value in today's message, giving this video a thumbs up helps others discover these powerful insights too. Your support allows us to continue sharing this timeless wisdom. I'm curious, what's your biggest struggle when it comes to earning respect from others? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about this universal challenge we all face. 1. Practice gratitude, the foundation of respect. Respect begins with your relationship with yourself and the world around you. At the core of this relationship is gratitude, a practice the Stoics considered essential for a virtuous life. When you constantly focus on what you lack, you project an energy of dissatisfaction and neediness that others can sense immediately. This unconscious signal tells people you're operating from a place of scarcity rather than abundance. But when you genuinely appreciate what you have, something remarkable happens to your presence. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who began life as a slave yet commanded respect from emperors, taught, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This perspective shift is transformative for how others perceive you. Gratitude isn't just about feeling thankful, it's about training your mind to recognize value where others see nothing special. Start each morning by identifying 3 specific things you're grateful for, not vague concepts, but precise elements of your life that bring value. This practice rewires your brain to spot abundance rather than scarcity. When you enter a room with this mindset of sufficiency rather than lack, people notice. Your posture changes, your voice carries differently. You're no longer seeking validation because you already recognize your own worth. What are you genuinely grateful for in your life right now? Share one thing in the comments that you sometimes take for granted, but actually brings tremendous value to your existence. Your perspective might help someone else recognize the abundance in their own life. 2. Speak deliberately and truthfully, the power of measured words. Have you noticed how the most respected people rarely speak the most? There's profound wisdom in the Stoic approach to communication that commands immediate respect. In our age of constant noise and opinion, the person who speaks deliberately stands out immediately. The Stoics understood that words carry weight only when used with precision and truth. Marcus Aurelius advised, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This simple principle transforms how others receive your communication. When you speak deliberately, you're demonstrating several qualities simultaneously: self-control, thoughtfulness, and confidence in your own judgment. You're showing that you value truth over social approval and substance over impression. Practice speaking at a slightly slower pace than your natural tendency. This creates space for thought between your words and signals to others that you're not speaking from impulse, but from consideration. Eliminate filler words like like, and you know, that dilute your message and suggest uncertainty. Most importantly, commit to radical truthfulness. This doesn't mean being brutally honest in ways that harm others. Rather, it means aligning your words with reality as you perceive it, without exaggeration, minimization, or distortion. When people recognize that your words consistently match reality, your credibility becomes unshakable. Before speaking, ask yourself 3 questions the Stoics valued. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? When your communication meets these criteria, respect naturally follows. What's one communication habit you could improve to speak more deliberately? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your insight might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. 3. Listen actively and empathetically, the forgotten art of attention. In a world where everyone is waiting for their turn to speak, the person who truly listens wields extraordinary power. The Stoics understood that wisdom comes not from speaking but from deep listening, both to others and to our own inner voice. Epictetus famously noted, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This isn't just clever wordplay, it's a profound insight into human connection. When you give someone your complete, undivided attention, you're offering something increasingly rare in our distracted world. Active listening involves more than simply waiting for your turn to speak. It requires presence, the ability to temporarily set aside your own thoughts, judgments, and agenda to fully receive another person's perspective. This presence is immediately felt by others and generates a magnetic respect. Practice maintaining eye contact without staring. Notice not just the words being spoken, but the emotions behind them. Ask clarifying questions that demonstrate you're tracking the conversation deeply. Resist the urge to interrupt or to formulate your response while the other person is still speaking. The Stoic philosopher Seneca advised, "Let us take nature as our guide. She has given us ears that take in all sounds but are not stopped up, yet they are the only sense organs not equipped with a device for shutting them." Your capacity to listen without immediate judgment creates a space where others feel valued and understood. This doesn't mean you must agree with everything you hear. The Stoics valued critical thinking alongside deep listening. But when you truly understand before seeking to be understood, you demonstrate a rare wisdom that commands immediate respect. Have you ever felt truly heard by someone? What did they do that made you feel that way? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might help others develop this powerful skill. 4. Maintain composure under pressure, the ultimate display of strength. Nothing commands respect more immediately than maintaining composure when everyone else is losing theirs. This Stoic principle of emotional regulation is perhaps their most powerful contribution to personal presence. We've all witnessed someone who remains calm during a crisis, the steady voice when panic erupts, the clear thinker when emotions cloud judgment. This rare quality instantly marks someone as a leader, regardless of their formal position. The Stoics developed specific practices for maintaining composure under pressure. Seneca advised, "We should every night call ourselves to an account. What infirmity have I mastered today? What passions opposed? What temptation resisted? What virtue acquired?" This daily self-examination builds the mental muscle needed for composure. Start by identifying your emotional triggers, those situations that reliably cause you to lose composure. Perhaps it's being criticized publicly, feeling disrespected, or facing unexpected challenges. Once identified, mentally rehearse maintaining calm during these scenarios. The Stoics called this practice premeditation of evils. When pressure mounts in real time, employ the Stoic pause, a momentary space between stimulus and response. Take a deep breath. Remember that events themselves have no inherent meaning. Your judgment creates their emotional impact. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Physical practices support mental composure. Maintain good posture, speak at a measured pace, and control your breathing. These external signals of calm actually generate internal composure through feedback loops between body and mind. What situation consistently challenges your composure? Share in the comments how you might apply Stoic principles to maintain calm in that specific scenario. Your strategy might be exactly what someone else needs. 5. Be self-reliant and independent. The quiet power of autonomy. In a world of increasing dependency, the self-reliant individual stands apart. The Stoics prized autonomy not from arrogance, but from the recognition that true freedom comes from within. Self-reliance doesn't mean rejecting help or collaboration. Rather, it means developing the internal resources to navigate life's challenges without excessive dependency on external validation, approval, or rescue. This quiet self-sufficiency generates profound respect from others. Epictetus, who understood dependency intimately from his years in slavery, taught, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This principle guides the development of self-reliance in all areas of life. Begin by identifying areas where you've outsourced your judgment to others. Do you need constant reassurance before making decisions? Do you blame external circumstances for your emotional states? Do you find yourself frequently saying, "I can't," when facing challenges? Practice making small decisions without seeking approval. Develop the habit of solving problems independently before asking for help. When facing setbacks, ask yourself, "What is within my control in this situation?" and focus your energy there. Financial self-reliance particularly commands respect. The Stoics advocated simple living not from asceticism, but from the freedom it provides. As Seneca noted, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Develop the habit of living below your means, maintaining emergency reserves, and making financial decisions based on your values rather than social pressure. Intellectual self-reliance is equally important. Form your own judgments rather than adopting opinions wholesale from others. Read primary sources, consider multiple perspectives, develop the courage to hold nuanced views that don't fit neatly into popular categories. What area of your life could benefit from greater self-reliance? Share one specific step you could take toward greater autonomy in the comments. Your journey toward independence might inspire others to begin theirs. These 5 Stoic principles, practicing gratitude, speaking deliberately, listening actively, maintaining composure, and cultivating self-reliance, form a powerful system for commanding genuine respect. Unlike manipulation tactics that might generate temporary compliance, these principles build lasting respect because they develop your character from the inside out. The Stoics understood that respect cannot be demanded, it can only be commanded through the quality of your presence and actions. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journals, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Begin implementing these principles today. Start with small practices that gradually reshape your habits and mindset. Remember that commanding respect isn't about dominating others. It's about embodying qualities that naturally inspire admiration and regard. What principle resonated most strongly with you? Which will you begin practicing today? Share your commitment in the comments below. Your decision to grow might be the catalyst someone else needs to begin their own journey. Thank you for joining me in exploring these timeless Stoic principles. If you found value in these insights, please support our channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video with someone who might benefit. Until next time, remember that true respect begins with how you respect yourself.